Something pretty smart a few minutes ago about most of the work last night was pretty much mental math. That's what it's supposed to be. All right, that's what it's supposed to be. I really, it's not necessary to do all the work with the calculator. So those of you guys who just have your calculators out punching away, that's not what I want. All right, that's not what I want. All right, you can use your calculator to check your work. All right, but most of this stuff is not that way. All right, so I'm going to start up here. All right, now we're just going to, listen to me guys. We're just going to go around the room this way. We're going to start at William. We're just going to weave back and forth this way, back over to John. When John gets done, we'll start back up here with you, William. You hear me? Yes. Everybody's going to get a shot at it. All right, this is strictly a review to see how good I did. All right, so here we go. William, you're starting out with write each expression using exponents. So number one would be what?
7 squared.
7 squared. Beautiful. Number two. Yes, does require parentheses. Thank you. Next.
4.
Yes, that's all you have to do. You just have to understand that that's 4 to the first power. All right, so over here we would have what?
Parentheses k times k, close parentheses to the power.
Beautiful. It's kind of silly, but that's what they wanted. All right, next, Alden, number 5.
6.
P to the 6th. So far, so good. 3 to the second power. All right, over here.
Parentheses, negative, close parentheses to the power 4.
Beautiful. Now we have 6 to the 4th power. Beautiful. Next.
9 cubed.
So far, so good. William, what's the matter?
I thought the number 7 is 4 negatives. Where is he positive?
You're excellent. Excellent. You can write positive. I would have no problem with that. But I think what they're wanting you to understand is that it doesn't really matter right now. All we're doing is we're just being able to write from a what? From expanded form to a exponent. Right, but you would be 100% correct. You could have written a to the 4th. All right. Now where am I at?
No.
Lily, go.
4 times y times z.
Yeah, and does everybody understand we don't have to put the dot or anything next to that? Everybody okay with that? All right, now like Mr. Farman did, I'm expecting you guys to speak up if you're not sure about something. Good for you.
So, you wouldn't put a 1 next to 4 1.
No, you don't need to. All right, because it's not technically wrong, but you're learning how to write, so just correct yourself. You with me? That's all. Easy enough. All right, Mr. Greep, you're up. Tell me. How many T's? Yes. Guys, you can't interrupt me. Simple. Like everyone else. Rivers, 12.
5 to the third power times, or did not do times, q to the second power.
There you go. 5 cubed, q squared. Perfect. All right, next. Trimble.
8 to the second power and 6 to the 4th power.
Easy as that. All right, Davis.
Okay, parentheses, negative w, close parentheses, squared, and then parentheses b and parentheses to power 5.
Now, technically, do I need parentheses with the v? Technically, no, but if you put it, would it be wrong?
No.
No, it wouldn't be wrong either. All right?
Just like in this one, I probably w
Yeah, that's the same thing.
We have our mousetrap materials in your closet.
Okay. Hurry up. All right, 15. Here we go. B to the 9th. Everybody okay with that? All right, Austin, tell me.
Which one?
16. Come on, stay with us. Check your work.
10 to the 3rd times 2 to the 3rd times negative parentheses negative 2.
Yeah. Good with that?
Yeah.
Any questions? All right, so now here, all right, I am not opposed to using a calculator here because if you're not careful, you'll make some mistakes. Okay? You make some mistakes if you're using calculator. You don't understand how your calculator works. All right? But here, 17 would just read it to me. What is C?
C is 2.
Right, so there's no reason. You should just write 4 squared. No reason for a calculator. What is that?
16.
16. All right, no reason for a calculator. All right, Mr. Danzy. But I want you to tell me what C is.
C is 2.
2 to the 4th, which is also, tell me.
16.
Yeah, again, we don't need a calculator on that. 2, 4, 8, 16. Somebody agreeing with me? Can you check it with your calculator? Yes, I'm okay with that. I'm saying you don't need to do that with a calculator. All right? Mr. Strickland, what do I have B? To the, yeah, now 8 cubed, most people don't know that it's 512. So if you use your calculator, do I care? No. All right? So what is 8 cubed? 512, right? So now what I want you to do is, now I want to make sure that you know how to use your calculator, right? So make sure you can type in correctly 8 to the 3rd power. Now, some of you are going to get to your test. If you don't know how to use your calculator, you can't come up to my desk and say, how do you type in a negative, right? Or how do you do to the 3rd power? That's what you're doing right now, is you're double checking that you know how to use your calculator. What?
I'm not doing square. Last night, I didn't know how to make it from a decimal to a fraction.
Okay, well, I'll try to show you today. Okay? There's this button on your calculator. All right, that's on there. All right, William, you're up. So, number 20, what's C, William?
C is 2.
So you're going to say 2 cubed times 3 to the what power?
2nd.
Okay, yes. Now, this is not a calculator problem. It's not a calculator problem. What's 2 cubed, William?
2 cubed is
8. Thank you. What is 3 squared?
9.
9. And that's why that's not a calculator question. The numbers are small. You should be able to do that. All right, is everybody okay with that? Everybody understand me? All right. Now, if you want to check it on your calculator, let's do that now. 2 to the 3rd power times 3 squared. And just make sure you know how to use your calculator. And we agree it's 72, right? Yeah, good. All right. Next, Miss Nelson, what do we have? What? Yeah, again, that was kind of easy. All right, but that's good. No calculator.
2 to the 6.
2 to the 6. Now we should be able to count by twos. Remember, you should do yourself a service. 2.
4, 8, 16, 32, 64.
There you go, guys. That's what I'm expecting. And you should be able to continue 128, 256, 512, 1024. And when somebody says, what's 2 to the 10th? And you can say it's 1024. You know how I remember it's 1024? Because 2 to the 10th. The 10th one is 10. All you got to do is remember 24. And you, wow, that's pretty neat. All right? 2 to the 10th. All right? But 2 to the 6th, what did we say 2 to the 6th was? 64. Again, double check it if you need to. All right? I want your calculator. When the numbers are small, you're supposed to do your mental math. All right? So now I'm on here, 23.
2 squared equals
2 squared plus what?
negative 3.
Good. So that's just what?
That is 1.
That is 1. Beautiful. 1. I definitely don't want you doing 2 squared. Look how silly that sounds. Or you're not doing 2 squared on a calculator. All right? Here we go. Number 24. What are we doing?
So first off, you do 2 times 8 to the 2nd, which is 64,
And then 64 times 2,
is 128.
128. Again, that's not a calculator problem. All right? That is not a calculator problem. All right? Number 25. Kiera, tell me what B is. All right, what's 8 squared? 2 cubed? 64 plus 8. Beautiful. Again, that is not a calculator problem. All right, that's not a calculator problem. All right, here we go.
Okay, negative 3 squared.
Okay, now here you got to be careful, right? So the final answer is what? It's in parentheses, remember? When you make a substitution, it's in parentheses. All right? So what is it really? Yeah. Now look, this is the one where you have to be careful. This is the one where you have to be careful. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? You're making a substitution. So the substitution requires what? Parentheses. If, I don't know why your hand is up. I'm explaining it right now. I'm explaining it. Please type in on your calculator -3 and then just hit the square button. And what's it going to say? It's going to say -9 because it doesn't know that you want the whole thing squared. So now put parentheses around it, do the -3, and then square it, and you'll see that it now is a what? +9. If you're doing a substitution, it requires parentheses. Or I said to you yesterday, when you square a negative, it's automatically going to be a what? So do you really need to put in the negative? No. All right, if you're listening and understanding what I'm saying, it's not necessary. All right? So, Ryan, did that help you? Completely. All right? Question now. Go.
But, so say it was like, say the problem was like, find out what the answer is, and like it said -3 to the power of 2, then would it be -9?
You're 100% correct.
Okay.
That is exactly right. If I just said to you, what is -3 squared, you would tell me that's what? You would tell me that's -9. That's a very important question and a very good question. All right? And people just don't know the difference, and they put small numbers on the test, so you do it mentally, and you'll get it what? You get it wrong. All right? So everybody make sure you're making yourself a mental note on that. All right? Very important problem.
So like, if it has parentheses down, it's going to be negative, and it's going to be
You just said it backwards. Parentheses means the negative is also being squared. That's what that means. All right, and if you're ever unsure about that, I always tell kids, this means -3 times -3.
Oh.
If it's -3 squared, that's the opposite of 3 times 3. That's what that means. It's exactly what that means. All right, but most kids don't hear me. They're not listening. They think they know that -3 squared is 9, so they miss it their whole life. All right.
What if you did -3 parentheses to the third power? Would it still be
No, now it's negative because there are how many negatives? There are 3. So an even number of negatives is always what?
Positive.
Odd number of negatives is always, there you go. That's what it is. Okay? So that was 26. So I think I'm on 27, right? So 27, what does 27 say? To the what power? So we say cubed. That's okay. So what is that? What kind of 27? It's negative, right? Because there's 3 negatives now. So that would be -27. All right, now remember, now it's your time to speak up. Everybody happy with that? All right, Morgan, let's go. 28.
Okay, so 8 squared plus -3 cubed is 37.
I think you're right. 64 minus 27. Good job. I'm happy with that. Yes.
Sorry, I have a question.
Don't be
about
sorry. Just ask.
27.
Okay?
There, you said that there was 3 negatives, but A is -3, and then it's to a positive third power. So that's only 2. Then
Okay, so let me write this out for you. Let me write this out for you. What this means is this, buddy. -3, -3,
Oh,
-3. That's what that means. All right, now you know. See, that's why you asked. Now you know.
thank you.
All right, here we go. So I'm on 29. I have no idea where I'm at. 29. Are you up now? All right, 29.
29.
We did 28. We're on 29. All right, so Miss Hayes, hold on a second. Yeah, Miss Hayes, tell me what we got here.
Okay, so it's 8 to the second power times -3, and that's negative 192.
Thank you. Negative 192. Easy as that. Everybody okay? What?
So it's 8 squared, which is 16.
8 squared is not 16.
I mean 64.
64.
Oh, so you times it and not.
Mhm. Weber, are you up?
Yeah.
What's B? I forgot.
Okay, so B is 8. So
What's C?
C is 2. So 8 minus 2, 6.
Come on.
Second power.
Yeah, I'm happy with you. All right, that's good. 36. All right. Come on, come on. All right. Now, the next one, guys, is just a repeat, just extra practice. Everybody see that, right? Same, just different numbers for extra practice. All right. Now, I've already heard a couple people say, yeah, they feel a little better about it now, right? All right. Hopefully that was the intent. I know some of you guys yesterday were a little confused. Now I'm going to review with you the what? The negative exponents, which can be confusing. All right, so we can spend an extra day doing it. So please pay attention like you just did, and now we'll clear up any problems you had with last night's homework. All right? Trembles up. So we're going to the second worksheet. All right? So what would 3 to the negative 4 be? Oh, I'm sorry. We're on Rivers. I'm not asking for the answer.
Okay.
I'm just
yeah,
asking you to rewrite it. What would it be?
So then it'd be 1 over 3 to the 4th power.
Yes, 1 over 3 to the 4th. Beautiful. That's all you had to write. 1 over 3 to the 4th. All right. Now, next.
1 over 8.
Yes, 1 over 8 to the 7th power. Beautiful.
1 over 10 to the 4th.
Good job. All right, so now I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right, here we go. Number 4, please.
1 over 2 to the 6th.
Well, I really want you to put negative 2 to the 6th, but like William was saying, because it's even, it's going to ultimately be positive anyway. All right, so I wouldn't mark it wrong. I'm just trying to show you what the intent of the question is. What?
So if there's a negative, if there's a parentheses over a negative number, do you just keep the parentheses and keep the
This is
negative?
exactly the answer, number 4. Whatever you're thinking about is correct in number 4. All right, that's exactly how I want you to do it. All right, Austin, help me out with number 5.
Number 5 is 1 over negative 40.
Perfect. All right, next.
1 over negative 17 parentheses to the 12th.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, now, number 7. Okay, good.
1 over 8.
1 over n to the 10th. I'm happy with that. Mr. Strickland.
1 over b to the 8th.
All right, I'm feeling better. 1 over b to the 8th. Back up top. William.
1 over negative q to the 5th.
Now, we're not putting a negative for the q.
Q negative 5.
You see what I'm saying or not? So, remember now, anything with a negative exponent, you're just moving it to the denominator.
Negative 1.
Come on, go back to number 7. What did I say number 7 was?
1 over b to the 8th.
Okay, 1 over b to the 8th. So 9 is the same as number 8.
1 over q to the 5th.
Now you're in the game. You understand me on that, right? We're not changing the positive and negatives. The only thing we're changing is the negative exponent to a positive exponent by moving it from the numerator to the denominator. Do you hear me on that now?
Yeah.
Okay, so now write the answer to number 10, and then she's going to tell you what the answer is. And let's see if I just taught you something. All right, tell me the answer. Yes.
1 over n.
1 over m to the 4th. Do you agree with that now, William?
Yeah.
Good. Now you're on track. Okay, good question. Not right now. In the future, yeah, it can be, but not right now. We got lots more difficult things ahead. All right, but right now, we're just working on the basics. All right, the first rule. Bless you. Thank you. All right, go.
1 over
Beautiful. 1 over v to the 11th. Here we go. 1 over what?
p squared.
Yes, 1 over p squared. Beautiful. All right. Now, just kind of disregard the question because I don't like other than a -1. All right, I don't really care about that. All right, I think you should understand what -1 means. All right, so I'll tell you what I want you to do. Go. Number 13, I want you to rewrite that as what?
8 to the negative second power.
Right, now we're just going in the reverse order. Now you're just changing it from a positive to a negative. All right, next, number 14. Beautiful, 10 to the negative 5th.
2 to the negative third.
Good job. 2 to the negative 3. All right, 16.
6 to the negative 7.
Good. 6 to the negative 7. Go.
17 to the negative 4.
Beautiful. Next one.
21 to the negative second.
Yeah, all right, I'm feeling good. Weber, keep going, buddy.
That'll be 3 negative 7.
Right, 3 to the negative 7. Next. Rivers.
9 to the negative 2.
Beautiful. 21, please.
3 to the negative 2.
Yes. 22, please.
21
To the.
power of
Now, it's 1 down here. So if I move it up, it'll be.
0.
No, I moved this up. It was 7. I moved it up. It became what? 7, right? So if I move 1 up, it's going to become. No, come on. Look at this. Look at the pattern.
Negative 1.
Yes. Now we're good. Now we're good. -1. You're playing around. I don't want it. I'm worried about you guys. I have to turn around every 2 seconds, see what you guys are doing. We're not doing that. All right, -1. Thank you. Okay, what's the question?
So, but didn't it say up here?
Yeah, but listen to what I just said. I said up here I don't care about this other than -1. So I think you should understand what -1 means. Right? If you did, that's really 11 to the -2. I'm proud of you. All right, but I don't really care about that. All right, I think you should know what -1, right? Because some people didn't know what that meant, right? So -1 is a possibility. All right, that's what I want you to do. Good morning, good morning. Come on in. All right, here we go. Tell me about number 23. Go.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
5 to the negative 1.
Come on now, tell him.
5 to the negative 2.
Yes, but you both now listen. This is what I'm talking about paying attention. I just explained. I don't care about something other than -1. All right. I didn't want you writing it 5 to the -2. Is 5 to the -2 a correct answer? Yes. But I said I want you to be able to write it as a -1.
25.
Yes. Now you're listening to me. 25 to the -1 is acceptable. All right. Austin, do you understand what I just said? Right? You good?
On our homework, it said the correct answer, like stuff like that.
I know. What I'm trying to tell you is I don't care about this. If you weren't listening, you don't know that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You must be listening to me. I'm changed the directions multiple times. I changed the directions. And because I changed the directions and you guys weren't listening, you didn't know that. That's what I'm telling you. I can tell who's listening and who's not listening. It's real clear. I don't want you working ahead. I want you working with me so I know that you're correct. All right? It's that simple. I said, yes, the homework. Technically, that should be 5 to the -2. I don't want it as 5 to the -2, though. All right? I want it as 25 to the -1. All right? Because some people didn't understand to the first power. If I move it, there's a 1 up there. So when you move it up, it becomes -1. You with me on this? All right, hopefully I made myself clear. So now, Hunter, because you were listening, you can tell me the answer number 24, and you three boys can write the correct answer, number 24, and check your work right now, because Mr. Danzy is going to tell you what it is. What is it?
36 to the negative.
Yes, 36 to the negative 1. If you said 6 to the negative 2, I'd be happy. All right? You're just not listening. All right? That's all. All right? So, Mr. Strickland, now we have the hard problems. All right, we have the hard problems. I'm going to ask you to pay attention. Try not to work ahead. It's not worth it. It's more worth it for you to listen and let me correct all of your problems with negatives, because this is extremely difficult for kids. Not for us, because you can follow directions. All right? So I want you to tell me what y is, please. So it'd be 2 to the what power?
The third.
Yes, because those are double negatives. Do you agree with that? So then 2 to the third would be what? 8. Thank you for taking your time. Good job. All right, back up here, William. What is z?
C is negative 3. So
Yes.
negatives.
So hold up a minute. I'm asking a question. What is z?
Z is negative 3.
So now I'm going to put down negative 3. Does that go in parentheses? Yes, because I am making a what? Substitution. If you don't know that, you're going to get it wrong. Whenever you plug a number in for a variable, it requires parentheses. So negative 3 to what power?
Negative 3 to the negative second power.
Exactly. So now when I rewrite that,
It's just going to be 3 to the second power.
no, because of the negative exponent, what do I have to do? You have to move it down. So the first thing you're going to write down on your paper is 1 over negative 3 squared, which is now what?
9.
That's correct. 1 over 9. 1 over 9. Now, please, everybody take a look at that, because that's a hard problem, believe it or not. While I'm answering the phone, you take a look at that, make sure you understand everything I did to the negatives. Hello? Yep. Okay. Right here. You're out of here. All right. Hopefully you guys are with me. All right. Hopefully you're not working too far ahead. Good. Oscar.
If you would do 1 over negative 3 to the power, square, wouldn't 25 be 1/8? Because you would be writing it in some way.
This is why I'm saying, while you're tapping and, doing things that I'm asking you not to do, you're missing something. Focus what I said. I explained it exactly the way I want Mr. Strickland. Explain to him why that is too cute.
Because
Loud and proud. I want the video to hear your great explanation.
there are 2, it's double negative, and double negative makes it positive.
That's exactly right. There is a negative. So it was negative 3. So the 2 negatives made it what? That's right. That's exactly it. Pay attention. And I don't have to repeat things over and over again. All right, here we go. 27. I need you to tell me what x is. 1 to the... That is exactly right. Now, do I really need parentheses around the 1, though? No, because there's no negative involved. Now, 1 to the negative 8 is the same as what? Shh.
1 over negative 3, no.
Say it again. It's okay. Look, this is a negative exponent. So I just drop it down to the denominator. That's what it is. 1 to the negative 8. Come on, you're good. You're good. 1 to the negative 8 is the same as 1 over 1 to the 8th. But really, we're going to learn a rule. 1 to any power is always what?
1.
1. All right, 1 to any power is 1. You with me on this? All right, so again, don't be nervous, all right? These problems are getting a little bit harder.
Wait. If it was 8 times, wouldn't it be 8?
Okay, so tell me what 1 to the 8th means again. I want to hear this.
Well, I heard you. I just.
No, I want you to tell me what 1 to the 8th means.
What?
Because you said you think it's 8.
No,
So
no,
I'm
I don't think actually it's right.
I'm asking what does 1 to the 8th mean?
It means 1
1 times what?
times. No, times 1.
How many times?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Trust me, I'm not. I know you're asking, all right, and you're asking politely. I'm trying to get you to think through the problem. 1 to the 8th. The common mistake is to put what down? 8, because people just go 1 times 8. And I'm trying to get you, whenever you're having these problems, 1 to the 8th is 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Yes, now you're with me, right? You're in good shape. All right, Oscar, you're up. Tell me what number 28 is. Shh.
So you do 2.
All right, so what is that the same as?
So 1 over 2 to the power 5.
And what's 2 to the 5th?
32.
Yes, very good. All right, some of you don't even have to think about it now. You know, 2 to the 5th is 32. That's how it should be. And then you can double check your work. All right, here we go. All right, guys, very good, very good. What?
Texas 32.
Of course it's wrong. Right, so now you got to finish up. All right, finish it all up. That wasn't that bad. All right, if you're still having a little bit of trouble, come see me. I'll post all the solutions. All right, I'll post all the solutions so you can double check your work. What? No, finish the whole, all 4 worksheets should be done. You're smart enough to do that. It doesn't take that long.
Oh, I know.
All right. That's the practice. Practice, practice, practice.
It's perfect.